Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to make a quick little video on what I think is the most important thing you need to know about archery, bow hunting, target shooting, all the above. I'm definitely not a professional archer by any means, but I have been bow hunting for a super long time. Although I've been hunting for a long time and I've shot a bunch of deer with a bow, I still don't feel like I'm a good archer. And what I mean by that is my shot process does not seem to be the same every time and or as good as it could be. So what I think the most important thing you need to know about bow hunting or archery in general is getting a base form that feels comfortable with your bow and practicing at like 10 yards. You know, a lot of people will go out and practice at 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way out to like 100 yards, which is super fun, don't get me wrong. But I think it's more important to shoot at close distance and make sure you have a good shot process and good form. So I know like one of the bad things I do is punch the trigger. I cannot bring myself to quit punching this trigger right here. I've been thinking about changing to like a hinge or a thumb button, but I've realized it's all the same. You're gonna punch if you're gonna punch. So you have to teach yourself not to do that. And it's the little things like that that I think make a good archer a great archer. And if you are gonna shoot an animal at like 40, 50 yards, you definitely wanna have a good base, good fundamentals, because you're just gonna be more accurate when you get farther out. So definitely do practice at range, but first go to 10 yards, 5 yards, doesn't even matter. Make sure you can hold your pin perfectly steady on that. I know a lot of people deal with target panic, and so do I. I always hold my pin like right under the dot and then pull up and shoot when it gets there, which you're not really supposed to do that. You want to be holding the pin as steady as you can on that dot the whole time and be surprised by the shot, so you're not flinching or anything like that. So target panic and punching the trigger are two big things, but the overall idea is just to practice at 10 yards. You know you can hit the target good, you know you can hit bullseye every time. So I would say get sighted in for 10 yards and just get some reps in. All you need is 2 arrows. I got 2 arrows on me. And you don't even really have to be sighted in. The point of this is to get your form down. And that's just something I've never done. And now I'm actually doing it, and I've realized my form has been terrible this whole time. But now it's feeling a lot better after just a couple days of practicing. And I already feel like it's leveled up my shooting. Just want a good shot process. I kind of punched the trigger on that again, but good shot process. You want to be aiming right. You want to be pulling through your shot. You don't want to be flinching, but the whole idea is just to practice, practice, practice 10 yards. You don't need to go past that until you get your form, everything else down. It should be the same routine every time. Also working on a draw cycle, learning how to draw correctly. And just focus on squeezing that trigger off. Nice and easy. You got to put the time in to practice at short distance before you can start moving out. So as y'all can see here, I'm just in my backyard, shooting at like 10 yards. So I'm gonna take y'all through a little shot process that I do every single time. So my shot process is I grab my bow, put my arrow in, same way every time, nock it the same way every time. And then I focus on getting the good stance and having a good draw cycle, a good smooth, easy draw cycle. Once I'm there, I'm really focused on just aiming, holding steady on that dot, and then just trying to squeeze slowly on the trigger. So I'm trying to think of all these things at once, and it's hard to do. It's hard to do all at once, so. Squeezing it off. Another important thing is your grip. I feel like I've never had a solid grip. My grip has always changed, and I've gripped it real hard, and it's just changed over time. So now I'm focused on really getting a good solid grip and making it the same every single time, as well as my anchor point. I feel like that's a super important topic not a lot of people talk about. But where are you anchoring the bow every single time? Because that changes everything. So. At the end of the day, it all really comes down to practice, but the most important thing is just to start at a short distance and make sure you're dialed in at 10 yards. If you don't have a good shot process and good form at 10 yards, you know, once you get out to 70, 80, 90, those little things are gonna make a big difference. So that's my number one tip. Start at short range, work your way out, focus on good form, and doing the same exact process every single time. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Catch you in the next one. Peace.